Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you so much for all of the positive love, support, energy you send my way each and every day. You guys absolutely rock. I send it right back to you. We're here today to talk about December 2021. Now, I'm not going to go into great depths and talk about every single day, but we're going to look at the overall energy. We're going to take a glance at it through numerology, a little bit through the astrology. We'll turn to the cards. Of course, we'll finish it, I think, with the Journey of Love card because that deck is just phenomenal and the messages are always so deep. So, December is the 12th month, so it carries with it the 12 energy. The 12 energy is so strong for the entire month of December, especially the solar eclipse, because that will be happening, I think, on the 12 energy day. Anyways, I do know it's at 12 degrees and 12 minutes of Sagittarius. So the 12 energy is strong. And so we need to pay attention to what we can do and where we can grow in order to bring in the 12 energy to learn how to use the 12 energy as a tool to move ourselves forward. The 12 energy is about being in the moment. It's about contemplating. It's about having those inner conversations with yourself, with God, your angels, your spirit guides, past loved ones. We talk to them as well about clarity and understanding of where we need to let go of control, to surrender to something, to compromise in some way, to bring in beauty would be another one. 1 plus 2 is the 3 energy. And that is about the seed, the idea, to give birth to that idea, that thought, to rebirth something that has been put aside in the past or has grown into complacency, and where you can rebirth that love, that energy, that passion again. It's about creativity and creating with your mind, body, and soul. The year is a 5, and this will be the last month for our 5 energy year. The 5 energy was to enable us to understand how to do a whole bunch of everything all at the same time and to be just jumping from this to this to this to this to this. I know we always say, wow, where did that year go? But wow, where did that year go? Just gone because we were busy at all times, moving at all times. 5 is a very restless energy. You know, if you can see the number 5 sitting there, you can kind of see him like going almost like a rocking chair, constantly on the move, never being able to actually just stop. And energy hits and we start rocking again. It's about bringing in joy and happiness and giggles and laughter into our lives. And that is something that has really been void in our lives. So it was a very good year to have that 5 energy year with all that the entire world has been going through, the collective has been going through these trying times. When we add the 5 plus the 3 together, we get a 5 and 3 is an 8. And that's about our courage. It's about embracing our courage, our strength. It's about believing in ourselves. It's about walking in integrity, with integrity. Your word is your bond kind of energy. It's about learning how to embrace an unconditional love, to let down all the walls, and feeling strengthened for it. Where we might judge when we have no right to judge, or condemn when we have no right to condemn. We don't have that right. I can't tell you that your reality is wrong in any way, nor can you tell me that mine is wrong in any way, because this is my reality and that is yours. Who am I to judge that my reality is the right reality? And how am I to judge that your reality is wrong and I need to teach you something different or show you something new? And we're very judgmental as a society. Of course we are. We open a page and we judge. You know, does the cashier give better service to the more good-looking person? Or does the bad-looking person, in their eyes, their reality, gets less service? Less of a smile, less of a commitment in that moment. We've all done it. We've judged on, well, you know, there's 1,001 stories out there about a pastor or priest or a minister or taking over the congregation, being the new guy in town or the new girl in town, and coming in dressing as a homeless person and watching the reaction and the acceptance or lack of the acceptance, and then revealing themselves as who they really were. So where do we judge? And it's about learning those things. So it's about gaining a little bit more knowledge about ourselves and the way we embrace and push away love in our life, acceptance. But the 8 energy is about our strength and our courage to stand there and say, this is my path, and taking a risk on ourselves, a belief in ourselves, a commitment to ourselves happens because of that. Or maybe it's to another. We have the solar eclipse, December the 4th. We'll have the lunar, or not the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is already passed. That was November. But we have the full moon in Taurus. I think it's the 19th. So now until the 19th, we have that, or, well, yeah, now until that 19th. By the time I probably get this out, you'll already feel the energy if I'm a day or two too early for you. It's all about that 12 energy. Of taking a deep breath, of taking a step back, of thinking things through, of understanding what is needed in your life, what has value in your life, or in certain areas of your life. I think it's more specific. It's not vague, but it's zeroing in on one part of your world and understanding yourself a little bit better and being able to go forward with a strength, with a fortitude, because you do understand yourself a little bit better. You stand stronger in a confidence. So it's building that confidence through our courage, embracing our strength. Okay, let's turn to the cards. What's the bottom? The Death card. The Death card is about letting go. It's about, you know, here we're cloaked and we're in darkness and we're guarded and we have a weapon and we're not going to enjoy anything and we're not going to move and we're not going to do and grow and allow ourselves to become enlightened, enchanted with our talents, our gifts, our abilities, and taking them forward because we are behind too many walls. We're holding ourselves back. See our inner child sitting there, just waiting for us to Allow ourselves to feel the freedom, feel the liberation, taking a risk on ourselves, going forward, raising our energy, becoming a little bit more positive, even in the very ugliest of times. Finding that silver lining, seeing that flower growing through the crack in the sidewalk, understanding the beauty that is around you, can be around you, and definitely within you. This is about letting go of a bad habit, a bad behavior, something you want to change about something you want to be the new person going forward. You want to be the non-smoker, or you don't need those pills in order to fall asleep or wake up or feel a little bit better about your life. Definitely, if the doctor is prescribing for pain, you want to take those. It's about understanding where we want to lose weight, but every time we get stressed, we eat, and we live in a stressful world, so we're eating all the time, and then we try and find how we can eat differently so that we can still eat. It's about letting go of stress. It's about feeling confident about yourself, feeling alive, feeling that passion. You can't wait to jump out of bed because everything's changing, and it's changing for the better. And the more you say that to yourself, trust me, the more you say that to yourself, and you might have to say that to yourself for years, because you've been saying for years that you're not going to get anywhere, that what you have is what you got. Gosh, I hope it doesn't get any worse. And you've been saying it over and over again. Perhaps this is the month where you can change everything. But it's going to take discipline. It's going to take perseverance. It's going to take that huge commitment. It's going to take focus. And chances are you're not going to be able to have the focus that you need. But you take that one step forward. You start to convince yourself. Your brain hears you. Your consciousness, your subconscious and your conscious get together and say, hey, you hear this? This is what we're supposed to be. At first, you'll be mimicked, laughed at by your subconscious. You're kidding me. You really think this is going to work? Get a grip. Turn around. Go back to the comfort zone. Run. Start the car. That's what your subconscious tells you when you try to step into the unknown, trying to do something different, changing a pattern, changing a behavior. The Three of Cups. Wow. This is about joy and happiness and celebration. This is about creating it in your life. I know we have a very hard energy for the month of December, but we can find happiness and joy and celebration, but we really have to be conscious of creating that in our world and understanding where we don't allow it, and what things that we feel that we need to control that actually restricts us, that holds us back, or what things where we refuse to surrender out of pride, out of ego, of whatever it might be. That's the way it's always been, so this is the way we are going forward kind of attitude. You've put your flag in, you're standing your ground. Maybe you need to surrender. Maybe you need to compromise. And you're not giving away your power when you do those things. Absolutely not. You're standing in your strength. Your courage to say it needs to be this way going forward. That brings the true happiness. That brings the true celebration. And it could just be a celebration of realizing the beauty of who you are, perhaps the potential that you have been holding within or holding back, or what you deserve or what you are worthy of. It could be a very enlightening month. The Chariot. The Chariot is all about pulling it back and really thinking it through. So the 12 energy, being in the moment, pulling back, understanding, thinking where we need to surrender in our lives, where we need to compromise in our lives, where we need to stand on our own, where we need to find support. What's important, what has value, what doesn't. And until we really start to get that clarity and understanding, we shouldn't just be trying to push ourselves through. We shouldn't be swimming against the current. We should be going with the flow. Meeting the waves, absolutely, but going past them. Oh, the Three of Swords right in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be changes in our lives this month that are unexpected changes. Changes that we never thought were going to happen. It takes our focus away from everything that we are trying to keep our focus on. It's also about allowing a healing to come in and over us, to strengthen us, that whatever hurts us. See that beautiful light that comes through and beams right down to you? The sky is opening up, the dark clouds are parting, and the sun is coming through, and soon you will feel the warmth and the celebration of who you are again, and the wholeness and the confidence. But to just tell yourself, oh, I'm really confident, and so everything's going to work out fine, doesn't work that way. You have to heal yourself. You have to allow yourself to feel that emotion, to not push it down and push it away, but rather to allow it to flow through you. So it comes at you, you deal with it, and it's behind you. You don't carry it around. You don't hold a scar upon your heart, no matter how sharp the dagger. So, yes, honor your emotion, but don't stay in that emotion. Say to yourself consciously, I need to put myself into. So, where can I find peace in this relationship? What was I to learn? Where do I need to let go? Where do I need to stand up and say I was wrong? Where do I need to forgive myself? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles says, whatever path you choose, whatever new steps you want to take, and you talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides about where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to see on your horizon of your tomorrow, that you will be gifted something to say, yes, you're on the right path. Keep going. I know it's hard. So when you're unsure, the clarity will come in to show you that that path is waiting for you, and it's better than you're imagining. That you are missing all kinds of details about it right now, but it is a path of abundance. It is a path of happiness. It is a path of joy. And you haven't seen that in a long time. I love how we come out through the gates here. And it's so dark and dismal in the background, but we are walking towards that pinnacle. And it's enlightened, and it's in a beautiful garden. So there can be a newness in the energy going forward, but we have to believe in ourselves, and we have to go through the rough times. And those rough times and those tough times, unfortunately, are when we learn the most, when we grow the most, when we can strengthen ourselves and grab onto our courage and embrace it and grow it. So that we can say, you know what? It's starting to work. One more card, you say? Seven of Wands. We stand in our truth. Towards the end of the month, we can really stand strong for who we are. We know exactly where we're going. We get a clarity. We get an understanding. All kinds of new ideas, new ways of doing will come to us. Clarity, knowledge, wisdom, intuition will all guide us. And we stand there and we say our truth to people. We say this, so this could be New Year's resolutions, right? For those of you who do those New Year's resolutions, this is us. This is us at the end of the month standing there and going, yep, going forward, as soon as that hits midnight, I no longer do this, or I'm going to be doing this. This is how I'm going to change. This reading, these cards, the energy of the month tells us that we need to make those things now. those commitments, but to ourselves, of where we want change, where we want to have growth, where we want to have expansion, where we want to have abundance. That's what this card says. It says make it, and then towards the end of the month, you'll get that aha moment, that realization that something comes in to help you move forward in the exact path that you've wanted to move forward to all along. Now, we have free will. You can back up and put on the brakes and say, I don't want it. That's okay too. But chances are you'll want to step into it because the gift comes to you. It could be just some words. It could be something of material value. It could be money itself. And it allows you to stand up strong and tall and say, this is my truth. This is my path forward. Will you join me? Until we meet again. Oh, no. I was going to say until we meet again, but I promised you a Journey of Love card. Shall we pick an animal first? I think we should. I hear them crying. So affirmations will be vitally important. Get out a journal throughout the month. Start writing down some things that you want to bring into your life. Start affirming them. Start telling your mind that this is the way we're going. I'm writing the narrative now. So I don't want to hear the doubts. I don't want to hear the worries. I don't want to hear the stresses, the concerns that I can dream up. We're dreaming in this direction. Remember, it's been years and years and years that your brain just automatically gets to choose. Your unconscious gets to choose what you're viewing. So there'll be a little bit of a battle there. Just work with it. Have a patience. Have a perseverance. Oh my gosh, that was a really weird cut. Okay. Look at this. Go the extra mile with the elephant. Go the extra mile. So, for the month of December, we must go the extra mile, nurture, productive, communicate, listen. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but to matter, to be productive, to be useful, to have it make some difference that you've lived it all. Elephant reminds you that when you feel like quitting, it means you got some extra steps to take. Many times we set goals and stop in the middle of them. Don't you just love the way it all comes together? Oh my goodness. It blows my mind every time. Elephant motivates you to keep going. It could be an exercise program, a new skill you want to try, a friend that you've been meaning to call. Elephant teaches us that being gentle, having commitment, and clear communication helps in relationships. On the outside, elephant looks like an intimidating creature, but actually is a nurturer, wanting everybody to succeed, wanting everybody to feel protected. Elephant is telepathic and with the sixth sense can feel the energy around them with friends, family, and strangers. So you will sense danger and you will respond accordingly. So pay attention to your surroundings. Be aware this month. Elephant reminds you where you are needed and how to get a good feel for it. The words may not be spoken. Although elephants are large and heavy, they walk noiselessly with much grace. Elephant gives you subtle hints that you are needed, listening to the warning signals with all your senses. So pay attention to what's going on, how you are feeling. What is the emotion? Why is that emotion there? Is it a valid emotion? Okay. Our Journey of Love cards await. Let's see how they bring this entire glance at December 2021 together for us. Three to one. I remember doing a video a little bit ago, and I called it 1% of 30 or something like that. So I thought of that immediately. It is a 10 energy on the card. So we have the 3 energy, the 1 energy. The 3 energy I've talked about because of the 12 energy, right? 1 plus 2 is the 3. 3 to 1, the I am. The 10 energy is new energy coming in, beautiful energy can actually be coming in to our lives. It's very short. Poem first. Love is what makes the heart beat faster, the lump in my throat, the feeling of missing you so much that I can't wait to be here with you again. And then we are. I look into your eyes deeper, and I know the unspoken words that I say, I love you, and feel words in return. How short each lifetime seems, but what I feel with you lasts forever. May love be the compass that guides you on the course of a lifetime. There is a heavenly child in your midst. There is a heavenly child in your midst. It may be within your heart, in your womb, a glimmer in your eye, soon to be. This child holds the key to fulfillment of a process that is happening for you now. The child might be a physical culmination of your marriage or commitment to another. It might be a symbolic birthing of a new self after a time of learning to bring in male energies of protection and discernment together with the female energies of feeling and creativity, whether within yourself, in your relationship with another. The child might symbolically be a new life, an improved relationship, a book, a new job, a completely renewed way of dealing with what was once challenging and will soon not even be an issue for you anymore. From masculine to feminine to child, there is now just one, a new reality dawning with grace. This oracle holds a message for you. New life is upon you now. You are being reborn, and you will give birth to what is meant for you in this lifetime. There's no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart that you may be supported to fill your destiny. You already are, of course, but prayer can help you realize it. The rest is in the loving and capable hands of the divine. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.